are we so excited about your little Lambchop?
So Lambchop won People Magazine's World's Cutest Rescue Dog Contest this week, and is featured in this week's issue of the magazine.
So did you know you had an especially cute dog on your hands here? I mean, I looked at the picture with the little blue scarf and the tongue hanging sideways out, the little pink mlem hanging out the side of Lambchop's mouth. And I'm like, yeah, that's a pretty adorable dog. Did you think she could compete on this level though?
I did not actually think that she could. We're volunteers with an organization called Bailing Out Benji, and all of our educational opportunities on puppy mills had been canceled. So I had seen this advertisement for this contest, and I thought it'd be a really great way to educate the public on puppy mills, and thought, you know, even if a few people read her story, that'd be amazing. And had no idea that people would fall in love with that little tongue that hangs out of her mouth, and basically vote her as world's cutest dog. So it's awesome.
So Lambchop became a part of your family in December of 2014. Tell me about what life was like for her before that.
So Lambchop, I adopted her in 2014. Prior to that, she spent most of her life in a puppy mill. Her puppies were likely sold to pet stores all over the country. And the really terrible thing about puppy mills is the lack of vet care that they give their breeding dogs. So when Lambchop was rescued, all of her teeth had to be pulled. She had severe ear infections, which caused tumors. And then she also had mammary tumors and a skin condition. So luckily, the people at Washington County Humane Society were able to use a significant portion of their medical fund to give her the surgeries that she needed.
And Washington County, that's a small shelter they're dealing with up there. Do they see a lot of this? I mean, is it overwhelming when they get a little doggo like this who comes in that needs that kind of care?
Yeah, I think she was definitely a special needs dog. I'm not sure actually how many puppy mill dogs that they get, but she was definitely a unique case. I wasn't even able, when I wanted to adopt her, I wasn't even able to bring her home until she had all of her surgeries. So.
For anybody joining in, we're hanging out with Lambchop and her human, Kristen Schubert of Wauwatosa, and Lambchop is the winner of People's World's Cutest Rescue Dog Contest presented by Pedigree. You were on the Today Show. You met Hoda Kotb, got to hang out with all of them.
No, actually not. I was on. They announced
you were on that other show. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
But the Today Show did write up a nice little piece about Lambchop, puppy mill survivor named the cutest rescue dog of 2020. What's life been like for Lambchop since she's come home?
So when I first brought her home, I knew that we would have some issues, like potty training that I'd have to work on with her, because she had spent 6 years in a puppy mill and never lived in a home. So we also had some separation anxiety that I had to work through with her. You know, I would leave the house and she would get very distressed. So I worked with a dog trainer, and we did some a shy dog class at the shelter as well. And that really helped her gain trust with me. So I think now she's a very happy little girl. She's still a little shy when it comes to meeting new strangers. But I think now at home, she's definitely got her trust back.
And what's life like now that little Lambchop here is the cutest rescue dog out there? I mean, is there a crown, a tiara? What's the prize package that comes with a title like this?
Yeah, so Pedigree donated $1,000 to the rescue of our choice. So we are splitting that in between the Washington County Humane Society and Bailing Out Benji. Bailing Out Benji is a small nonprofit that works to educate the public on how to end puppy mills through education and advocacy. So we have that split, and then we also get a year's worth of Pedigree dog food, which we'll also be donating. And then we got featured in the People magazine this week.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
How old is Lambchop now? You brought her home in 2014?
Yeah, so we think she's probably about 12 years old right now. Okay. You know, we had to remove all of her teeth, but the shelter thought she was about 6.5 when I adopted her.
And do you have that copy of People magazine that everyone around the country is able to pick up and take a look at your cute little girl?
The issue with Bon Jovi on it this week. So.
Okay, so Bon Jovi's on the cover.
Yes. Oops.
and Lambchop is on the inside. What's she like to eat? She's been just housing on some cheese right there, but what's she into these days?
Yeah, so like a true Wisconsinite, cheese is the number one thing she loves. And I think that's probably the best thing about winning World's Cutest Dog for her is to be
The
able to,
treats.
is to be able to get so much cheese that she can't stand it. Otherwise, right now she's eating canned dog food. She does have no teeth, so
Right.
she gets canned dog food and very soft treats like this. So
Can we get a look at the picture inside the magazine?
yeah, let me find it here.
Show everybody,
Here she
not to
is.
dissuade them from running out and getting a copy. There you go. You got a full page of
Yes.
Little
and
Lamb
we
Chop.
have-
And there's that, and there's the tongue I was talking about.
Yeah, yes. The tongue is always out for Lambchop. That's her signature, especially when she's tired. When she's tired, that it's always out. Takes her a while in the morning, especially to get it in.
And there's the tongue right now.
Yeah.
Well, Lambchop, congratulations to you and your human, Kristen Schubert of Wauwatosa. You were in Milwaukee Magazine getting the similar honor earlier. Now you're nationwide. People Magazine's World's Cutest Rescue Dog, as presented by Pedigree. Thank you so much for joining us and all the work you're doing to educate people on the nasty things that happen in puppy mills across this country.
Yes. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks.